Hey everyone, this is Tech. We're at New York Comic Con. Now, I was told I was going to talk to Troy Baker, but somehow Sam Elliott showed up.
That's right. Yes, yeah, he couldn't. That Troy fella couldn't make it, so we had to have Sam. That was me. Beef. Dodge. It's what's for dinner.
Thank you so much. Troy Baker, ladies and gentlemen, the voice of Batman in Lego, DC, Superheroes, Justice League, Cosmic Clash.
Yep.
Oh my God.
Those names just keep getting longer and longer.
Try saying that 5 times fast.
You can't. It's impossible. That's how they name them. It's like, what can we not say 5 times fast? Guys, I think I've got it.
Troy's back as the Dark Knight, and this is your 5th, 6th time playing Batman over the course of games and movies?
5, I think.
Yeah?
Yeah, we're number 5.
Now, you've done the Joker, Robin, Two-Face, but it all comes back to Batman.
It does, doesn't it?
Is that the one that you like to gravitate towards?
I will say this. I mean, growing up, kid in the 80s and the 90s, Kevin Conroy will forever always be my Batman, and Mark Hamill will always be my Joker.
Right there with you.
So to be able to kind of to be in that club, is kind of a cool thing. I joke and I say that there are more people have walked on the moon than have played the Joker. So it's a badge of honor, but I'm very fortunate that what I get to do is not have to stick within the confines of a specific iteration, but we get to pull from all of them. Everything is spread out for us like a buffet. We get to pull from the comics, we get to pull from the animated series, from the movies, and even just other different things that would be funny if, Batman was dancing to a Lady Gaga song. Not saying that happened. Maybe I suggested it. That's anything. So we've got that ability, and to me, it just brings a cool sensibility. And if you have a character that can stand up in both the dramatic and the comedic, that's a really pretty powerful character. It's a compelling character. So I'm grateful that they continue to hire me to let me do this because I have a blast doing it.
Well, from what we're told, you have a strong influence on the comedic take on Batman in this one. The crew were lauding your interpretations of a lot of the dialogue.
Flat and deadpan. That's all you got to do. Just flat and deadpan. And anytime you say Batman, you have to have the growl. So that's where we can kind of like tip the hat to like what Bale did. Is just be able to go, if you ever want to be, badass Batman, then you just go, ah.
Now, this being a movie as opposed to one of the Lego video games, did you have a little room to wiggle? Like you and Phil had no problem hamming it up at the panel earlier.
Oh, well, that's, the hardest job that anybody has on this thing is probably our director, because she has to rein us in so much. Because you put kids in a playpen like that and you give them all these toys to play with, and we're going to want to play with all of them constantly. But to be honest with you, man, I really have an easy job, because what Jim and Brandon and Rick are able to do is really give us solid pages to where all we want to do is just execute that. We don't have to dress it up and make it any better. Every once in a while, we'll fall into something where one thing that they think this is just an expositional line ends up becoming a great source of comedy. But it's almost always a happy accident, and that's just what happens when you get really talented people in the same room together. You get Phil Lamar in a room, you've got an amazing, talent in front of you. You're going to want to tap into that. So I appreciate their trust, and in turn, we trust them gratefully.
Awesome. And between the two of you, you've voiced like half of the DC universe.
Yeah. We're almost going to do the whole thing. That's what's next.
You need to be the next Hal Jordan, so you can have a lantern off with Phil.
You know what? That would be fun. And you can have multiple iterations of lanterns, so I could fit in there, and no one would give me too much crap for being another character in the universe.
Cool. Actually, now that I think about it, I'd love to see you as Guy.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I think you've got that edge. You could be that kind of jerk. Nothing against you.
No. I was going to say, if I had to play a version of Lantern, that would probably be the one that I would. I don't think I'd make a good Hal Jordan, but I could do a Guy. Yeah. I can see that.
Right.
You hear that, DC? Here we go.
Right here. Troy Baker, ladies and gentlemen, voice of Batman in, one more time, Lego, DC Superheroes, Justice League, Cosmic Clash.
You got it.
Awesome. Troy, thank you once again
for
talking with us.
Always a pleasure. Cheers.
I'm Troy Baker, and you're watching Open the Fridge.